One Piece is currently in its Egghead Island arc, and the current focus is the Egghead War, which is a massive event currently taking place on this island. It seems the Marines take on the Straw Hat Pirates and the forces of Vegapunk together. This arc features quite a lot of powerful characters, such as Yonko Luffy, and at the same time, Admiral Kizaru. Furthermore, there are other characters on standby, such as Saturn, at some point take part in this arc. All the powerful characters in this arc, like Sentomaru, who despite serving the Navy, is on the side of the Straw Hat Pirates. What are your thoughts on Sentomaru's deep relationship with Kizaru and his alignment with the Straw Hat Pirates? Sentomaru also shares a very deep relationship with Kizaru, and that was recently explored in One Piece 1091. Sentomaru is a very interesting character with a conflicting sense of justice. Although he wants to fight against pirates and serve the Navy, his utmost priority is Dr. Vegapunk. Whatever side Vegapunk is on, Sentomaru is going to join as well, and this just goes to show the incredible relationship that these two share. Sentomaru would do anything for Vegapunk, and there is a big reason for that. Sentomaru was born on an unnamed island, where he was labeled quite mischievous and problematic by the villagers. By the looks of it, he was a miscreant who caused havoc every now and then. After getting sick of him, the villagers banished him to the mountains, and Sentomaru ended up living there all alone. Living in the wild was certainly not easy for him. However, Sentomaru was blessed with immense power from the get-go, and he was able to survive in the wild. What do you think Sentomaru's backstory and loyalty to Vegapunk could mean? At some point, the Navy and Dr. Vegapunk were sent to the island to check for the bear attacks. Apparently, the town was being swarmed by these attacks every now and then, and they were sent to take care of the matter. Vegapunk, being the genius that he is, decided to create a weapon to deal with this problem. However, he wanted to get a look at these bears first. Together with Kizaru, Vegapunk went to the mountains, but they find Sentomaru having defeated every single one of the bears. His immense strength, despite just being a kid, shone very brightly. However, he could not beat his hunger and succumbed to exhaustion after that. That is precisely when Vegapunk decided to take a stand and take Sentomaru in. The young boy was assigned the role of his bodyguard and was tasked with defending him against all sorts of trouble. In return, he would get whatever he wanted from Dr. Vegapunk, and that included things such as food, clothes, and of course, a life of comfort. Being a kid who had not eaten in a long time, Sentomaru easily accepted the offer and was quite glad at being given this opportunity. It is quite clear to see why he is so indebted to Dr. Vegapunk. In his eyes, he was saved by him, and thus owes everything to him. That is most likely the day Sentomaru decided how he would live his life. To him, Vegapunk holds the highest importance, and everything else, such as his sense of justice, comes after that. Sentomaru also formed quite an interesting bond with Kizaru. At the time, Kizaru was a vice admiral of the Navy, and quite young at that. The two immediately hit it off, and Kizaru took a strong liking to the boy as well. In fact, even though Kizaru rarely shows any emotions, he really found Sentomaru quite adorable and took a strong liking to him. The two conversed, and the young boy asked Kizaru to train him. While Kizaru did not look happy with the way he spoke at first, the two grew even closer with time and formed a great relationship. Sentomaru started calling Kizaru his uncle, and that is something that has stuck to this day. Essentially, Kizaru was a part of his family, and once again, someone that he was indebted to in many ways. Two likely trained together every day for a long time. Sadly, these two characters were pitted against one another, and unfortunately, had to fight. After Dr. Vegapunk's truth about researching the forbidden history was confirmed, the world government decided to send an admiral. This admiral was none other than Kizaru, and Sentomaru, despite knowing that Vegapunk was now branded a criminal and would be executed, decided to abandon his sense of justice and fight against those who would harm him. To him, saving Vegapunk is the biggest responsibility. Sentomaru was ready to fight against Kizaru for the sake of his benefactor. Both of these characters held regret in their hearts as they fought. For now Sentomaru is down, however, he doesn't appear to be dead, meaning there might be a place for him in the arc later down the line.